Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And before we get into the video, I just want to mention that I was recently able to get memberships on my channel. So if you have found the information presented in these videos to be helpful and would like to support the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Now on to the video. So in this video, we're looking at the new Texas Lottery $20 Lucky Millions ticket. This is part of the October 2024 series of tickets that will come out in Texas in about a week and a half. So this video is a little bit early, but this is a number match game, and there are 3 multipliers you can find: 5x, 10x, and 20x. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Texas Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.99, and it does look like you can win anywhere from 20 bucks up to $1 million. The only thing that really stands out on this prize structure is the $1 million top prize. It's a little bit low for a $20 ticket, and the odds are long. So you got a low top prize with long odds. That is concerning. It's a little bit cheap of the Texas Lottery to do that. But other than that, nothing looks too crazy. So we'll mention taxes in Texas for any prizes over $5,000. They're automatically going to take out 24% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to affect how I view these top 2 prizes. So instead of what we see here on the screen, I'm going to view these as $15,200, and then the top prize as $760,000. And with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 74 and 75%. This is above the minimum 70% payout that we look for all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other $20 tickets as we go through the video, but we do need to mention that the 74% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 74% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes does happen here at the $200 prize level. By the way, I didn't mention this when I was looking at the prize structure before, but the odds of winning $100 are pretty good on this game, 1 in 20, so you don't see that very often. So I guess that is of note, but the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes does happen here at the $200 prize level. So you know, for people who are playing this game, when they do win on it, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between 20 bucks and $200. There is a split there at the $200 prize level. It's about 82 to 18. So, you know, the large majority of these $200 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 18% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds. Move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 399 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $7,980 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. So that is of note if you are thinking about playing the game. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in at just over 68%. This is it seems like a pretty good number to me, because you know, once you get up to 70%, that's pretty good. I mean, I would say that's really good for bottom 99%. So this is you know, it's good. I wouldn't call it really good. But yeah, we look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99%, so this is way above that. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as well as we go through the video. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Texas $20 tickets. So the Lucky Millions data point is all the way over here on the right, and you can see there was a little bit of an increase in value from the previous $20 ticket, the $1 million Lucky Sevens. Definitely not the best $20 ticket we've seen come out of Texas. We have several $20 tickets that would have higher payouts than this one. You know, I do like to mention that whenever you see an increase in value, it might be a good time to buy the ticket, just because, you know, with every ticket you buy, you're communicating approval of what your state lottery is doing. And if they're increasing the values, you know, it might be something that a statement that you would want to make. Yeah, we want to see more of these increases. We'll buy the tickets when you increase. However, when I'm looking at what the state lottery has done since May, there's a definite downward trend in $20 ticket values. So that is concerning. That might make me not buy this ticket because, you've got just in the span of 6 months or 5 months, I guess, you have two other $20 tickets that have higher payouts. So, the trend is there is a decreasing value in these $20 tickets, which is not a good thing. Now, if you are buying $20 tickets in Texas, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, $85 million Explosion has the most money at the top. The most money overall in the game. If you are playing for odds, that $1 million Lotteria has the best odds. If you are a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, $85 million Explosion has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure for average folks. And then if you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, $1 million Cash Blast has the most money at the top. And then we are keeping track of top prizes over here on the right. And there is one thing that I noticed. This $1 million Cash Blast ticket, when you look at the Texas Lottery website, says that the game will be ending soon. However, none of the top prizes have been won according to the Texas Lottery website. And so I asked the question, why? Why would they end the game if there are no top prizes hit? I did notice that a little over half of the game has been played. So, I think there were maybe like 9 million tickets made and 4.5 million have been already played or something. Maybe there's like 900,000 of the lowest level prize and 450,000 of them have been hit already or something like that. But, it does look like about half of this game has already been played. So, this one might be one that, if that's true, if there have been no top prizes hit, the odds of hitting the top prize on this game are way better now than they were when the game first came out. So this might be a game that I might play. But then I'm looking at the overall payout. I can understand why people wouldn't be playing this game because it's probably, it's one of these bottom games right here. So it has a really bad payout. So maybe that's why. But if half the game has already been played, I'm just thinking about this as I'm recording. I don't know. I mean, it's a little suspicious that they would want to quit the game. It seems like a dream situation for the Texas Lottery that they could end a game with no top prizes hit and they don't have to pay out anything. It just seems really, really super sketchy to me. That's why I'm kind of talking about it. But anyways, that one might be one that I would take a try at if the top prize is still, if all of them are still available. But anyways, moving on. On this page, we are ranking Texas $20 tickets based on overall payout. 7420 was only good enough for 10th place on this list, so bottom half of the list for sure, which means, if you are playing $20 tickets in Texas, you've got, several other better options than this one. So I guess the one thing that did appeal to me about this one is the odds on that $100 prize. Now here on this page, we're ranking based on the bottom 99% payout. 6801 is pretty good. It's, top half of the list. So this ticket is going to be friendlier to the average player than a normal $20 ticket in Texas would be, probably due to those $100 prizes. So, yeah, I mean, there is that about this ticket. But again, there are tickets that are better, even friendlier to the average player out there. Now here on this page are the top 35 $20 tickets from the 6 states that we're looking at on the channel so far. And so 7420 was not good enough to make this list. So, it was not in the top half of Texas $20 tickets. And you can see the best Texas $20 ticket is only in 28th place on this list. What this tells me is that Texas Lottery is not super competitive with what other states are doing. I mean, you've got Florida, California, Georgia, and Massachusetts all coming out with $20 tickets that have higher payouts than Texas' best $20 tickets. So, 74%, not where it should be. And what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list. Massachusetts regularly comes out with its $20 tickets at 81% payout, which is pretty good for $20 tickets. And we have to ask the question, if Massachusetts can put out $20 tickets at 81% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is Texas putting out $20 tickets at 74% payout? That's a lot less. It's over 7 full percentage points less than what Massachusetts did with this $10 million bonanza ticket. And 7% is a lot of money when you're thinking about how many tickets are involved in just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the entire game. Multiply that by the $20 price tag, and that's $200 million that's wrapped up in just one of these $20 scratch games. 7% of 200 million is $14 million that the Massachusetts Lottery is putting into the hands of its players, that the Texas Lottery is basically stealing from its players. I hate to see scratch players get taken advantage of, but that is exactly what Texas is doing, not just with its $20 tickets, but basically with every single ticket that it puts out. And so you got to be just discerning when you're buying scratch tickets, because it's a losing, even the best tickets are a losing venture. And so, if you're putting your money into a losing venture, you definitely want to be buying the absolute best product that you can. And right now, Texas is nowhere even close to that. And so these are tickets that I would be avoiding personally. Now, here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average player. Here, Lucky Millions at 6801 is in 10th place on this list. And you see a bunch of Texas tickets on this list. So Texas has a tendency to really stack the prize structure with a lot of value at the bottom for the average folks. And it's really the 1%, the lucky 1% who are suffering, who are not getting what they deserve. When lightning strikes, that's why you play scratchers, with the hopes that lightning is going to strike. And when it strikes, you want to get the payout that you deserve. And that's what Texas is not doing. I mean, as low as the payouts are on Texas $20 tickets, the fact that they have so many tickets that have all this value at the bottom of the prize structure is to hide the fact from the 99% of people who are playing it that their tickets are so bad. This is really, really super deceitful by the Texas Lottery. This is morally wrong to do this, to make their tickets feel a lot better than they really are. The losers in Texas, they're like, hey, look how good these tickets are. It's the winners in Texas who are like, hey, why am I getting such a small payout? And so this is deceit. It's open deceit. What the Texas Lottery is doing here, it is a shame. And this ought to, if it's not illegal, it ought to be illegal. I wish that the Texas Lottery would get sued for doing this. Now, here on this page, this is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this $20 ticket. Best $2 ticket we've seen on the channel came out of Georgia. Fast 20s had 75% payout. That's, almost a full percentage point more than what you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. That's kind of crazy. Best $5 ticket we've seen also came out of Georgia, had 77% payout. That's like 3.5 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $20 ticket in Texas. This is backwards. You should never have cheaper tickets that have higher payouts than more expensive tickets, even if it is from another state. Texas Lottery should be embarrassed about this. They should be ashamed of the tickets that they're putting out and the way that they're treating their customers. And they ought to be apologetic. And I hope one day they will be. And I hope one day they have to pay for how they're cheating their customers and how they're stealing money from people who have no idea that they're getting ripped off. Now, here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. 7420, not really even close to making this list. However, we've got lots of $10 tickets on this list. So again, this is something that every state needs to look at. Massachusetts has set the bar here with their $10 tickets. Every ticket from every state that costs more than $10 ought to have at least 81% payout on it. If it doesn't, why play it? That's how I feel about that. Now, here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. 6801 is, in the ballpark of making this list, but still it doesn't make it. And again, I got to stress with these Texas tickets, they may be friendly to the average player, but the average player is losing. And it's just like, if a ticket is on this list, it ought to also have a good overall payout, which these Texas tickets do not have. So this is just more evidence that the Texas lottery is just, what they're doing is morally wrong. First of all, it's totally deceitful, and it's open deceit. Well, open deceit for people who watch this channel. The average person doesn't know that this is going on. So hopefully this will open some eyes, these videos. That's what the purpose of this channel is. But that's about it for the Texas lottery. $20 Lucky Millions. I wouldn't play it. I think the payout's too low for a $20 ticket. We did get an increase in value, but still the trend overall is that these $20 tickets are decreasing in value. Plus the Texas lottery, shamefully deceit. It's shameful deceit, the way that they structure their prizes on these games. So yeah, I have no respect for the Texas lottery. So anyways, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.